Hey YouTube, this is Ibrahim giving you my first take on the Super73 S2. It just came home a couple days ago. Put it together and I took it out for a spin. To sum it all up, I mean this is a pretty nice bike. This is my first e-bike and I've never really had an experience like this before. So riding a bike without or with minimal pedaling and assistance is, a new experience for me. So one thing I noticed, especially with the S2 that I bought, the lack of a rear suspension. It can get a little bit annoying after a while. You'll feel the bumps. If you're riding on pavement, it's definitely doable. But on longer treks, if you go off-roading, especially if you go off-roading, you will definitely feel it, and it can get a little fatiguing. The bike itself is actually pretty good quality. It's all aluminum. They advertised it as, four different class modes. The first two goes up to 20 miles an hour, where the first doesn't give you, no pedal assist. You pretty much just pedal and you let it go, or you can use the throttle. Now the last two class modes will unlock unlimited mode, and will give you, pretty much on the fourth mode, will give you 28 miles plus. Personally, for me, I hit 31, 32 on a flat road, especially with full charge. But it does remarkably well. Even going uphill, it will hit 30, but the acceleration will take a hit. I guess it all depends on your weight and the different factors, where you're driving, if there's any rough terrain or a hill, I guess. It all depends where you're riding it. I've noticed, when I ride it with higher speeds, the battery does drain quite faster. They did advertise between 40 to 70 miles in total range. I found that to be pretty accurate. Now I've pretty much gotten around 35 to 40 because I'm constantly going 30 miles an hour, but it can definitely take you on long road trips or long trips within town if need be. Right now, as you're seeing from the video, I'm riding with a GoPro stuck to my helmet. I've never done a footage like this before, so bear with me. Obviously content will increase or will improve over time. Now I turned into a private part of my neighborhood, and as you can see, there's like a reservation near my street where you can go in and kind of just go off trails, and I took my bike off-roading a bit here. It did handle well, more or better than expected. Now I didn't completely go the whole way in, just because it got a little bit tricky with some of the trees and whatnot. But I felt that it could definitely handle pretty good on these type of roads. Now, obviously, if you get the R or the RX, you get the rear suspension, which will definitely help with the off-roading part. But for daily driving, I think the S2 is more than sufficient for your needs. Now I'm still waiting to get my headlights. I got an email from Super73 telling me that it will arrive sometime mid-August, or they'll get, I guess, shipment sometime in mid-August. But they sent me the bike as soon as they could, just so they can have it ready for me to use it before they send out the headlights, which I honestly think that's pretty reasonable. Now I pre-ordered my Super 73 S2 back in mid-May, So it did take a couple months before it came, which, to be honest, it is expected, just because these were in high demand and COVID just accelerated and kind of took over most of the productions all around the world. So it wasn't really that out of the ordinary. I mean, if you look at the other brands like the Onyx or whatnot, you'll see a back order on those as well. So now a couple reasons I went for the S2 instead of, let's say, the R. The R and the RX are significantly more expensive, at least a couple $100 more. And for what I want to do on a daily basis, just riding it throughout town and on pavement, seems like there's no need for me to kind of buy the extra, the more advanced R and RX. But if you guys want to take it off-road, I definitely suggest going for those models, just at least for the rear suspension. And secondly, actually, I do like the look of the S2 a little bit more than the R, just because it has this kind of retro look to it, and the headlights kind of make it even more retro on the S2 versus on the RX. Yeah, it comes with the light, the headlight, but it's kind of integrated and looks more like a dirt off-roading vehicle. And obviously that's all preference, so choose it at your will. As you can see right here, I'm just going up the path, just riding around the neighborhood. But all in all, so far I like the bike. I've been riding a couple days. I will actually riding more in a couple days, and I'll give you a better, I guess, review of how this bike is performing. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is my first ever recorded video, and I'll keep you guys updated in case you're interested to see more behind the scenes and additional information on the S2 that I got. Thank you.